In this exercise, we're going to implement the function write ascii triangle. The function takes 3 arguments, a file that's already open for writing that will contain the output of the function, a string denoting the block out of which the triangle will be made up, and the side length of the triangle. The function does not return anything. Taking a look at the example in the doc string, for a block consisting of the at character with a side length of 4, the function should output an isosceles right triangle with the base of the triangle at the top of the file as wide as side length, and each subsequent row of the triangle one block character shorter than the previous. The height of the triangle is also equal to side length, that is, the triangle will contain side length rows. Let's go ahead and implement the function. The file out file is given to us open and ready for writing, so we don't need to do anything about it. Like we saw in the example, the triangle is supposed to have side length number of rows. So let's write a for loop that iterates side length number of times. Next, we see that in each subsequent row, we want to print one less block than in the previous row, with the topmost row containing side length number of blocks. This means that in each row, we want to decrease the number of columns we print by 1. To do so, we can remember the initial number of columns for the first row to be side length. Then, every time we iterate over a row, we decrease the number of columns by 1. To print out the corresponding number of blocks on each line, we can iterate over a number of columns on that line with a for loop. And write out a block for each column. Now we're almost done. The only thing we need to remember about the write method is that it does not insert a new line character at the end of the write. To advance to a new line at the end of the row, we need to explicitly write a new line character ourselves at the end of each row. Now we're ready to test our function. To do so, let's open a file called test for writing. And pass it to our function with a block consisting of an at sign and a side length of 5. Now let's close the file. Now let's look at the output. The triangle has the right number of rows and it is an isosceles right triangle. Let's do another test, this time with a block consisting of a hash sign and a side length of 3. Once again, we see that we get the correct output.